Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. Well, it's getting to be spring, the grass is starting to grow, and it's nice having a million tractors, but believe it or not, you really want one or two of them to work. And we're about to that point where I gotta start firing these things up. So this is a Cub Cadet RZT50. The 50 stands for 50 inches worth of cut. And this thing has been sitting since, I don't know, October. So November, December, January, February, March, April. So this thing's been sitting for 6 months. And I'd be kind of surprised if it starts, to be honest with you, because all you need to do is get a little bit of water in the bowl of the carburetor here and it will not be starting. But I figured we'd give it a shot. The battery on this thing, it was on its way out at the end of the season last year, so I'm sure by now it's probably long gone. But just for a laugh, I set this thing up. It's on 40 amps, giving it a nice boost. We'll see if 40 amps is enough to turn this thing over. I could take it up the next click to 200 amps, but then I have to get on and off it quickly. And Harvey's not doing anything all that quickly these days. So there we are. This is not the way to treat one of these machines. You know, when you have grass growing out from underneath it like that, that's just silliness. I mean, the right way to do it is to keep this thing in a garage somewhere. For those of you who remember, this was actually a YouTube deal. One of my subscribers wanted some golf carts that I had, and he drove all the way in from Ohio to get this, or to give me this and to pick up the golf carts. Those are out, chokes on, throttle's up, charger's on it. If it's going to start, it should be just a matter of turning the key. Let's see what happens. Well, that doesn't sound too promising. Let's I'm just gonna give it a quick little hoot of starting fluid. Oops, and that's gone forever now too. There you go. Just want to make sure you have enough. A lot of times then they'll start firing and the fuel pump will work and things get better. Let's see. Give that another try. It actually sounded pretty promising. I put gas in it, but you can see right here, it's got 590 hours and 0.8. I mean, that's good that it started. I checked the oil's good. This thing actually has a pretty easy life. Takes me about, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours to do the lawn. just let's go outside, call it 4 hours, and let's say I cut the lawn 15 times a year. A lot of times I cut the front lawn, the paddock out front, every other week. I cut the rest of the lawn every week. So if you call it 4 hours a week times 15, I mean that's 60. It's probably a little less than that. So I only have to change the oil, quite honestly, about once a year, and it's ripe for that. I also have to clean it up. I should power wash it, get it, should have power washed it before I put it away for the winter. Notice the exhaust. There's one muffler for each header, each cylinder. When I bought it, the exhaust system was off of it, so I fixed that. Also, the front axle was cracked. Somebody broke that in the center, right where the pivot point was. So I kind of made a template to screw it down to, so it was in the right place. Welded it up, put some fish plates on it so that it was covered well with the places where it liked to crack. And there we were. It was all done. So yeah, I've only put like 60-70 hours on this thing. I would recommend it when it comes to tractors. I mean, I have Craftsman's, Murray, John Deere. In that shed there's a Kubota. When it comes to cutting the lawn though, I much prefer the zero turn. And if anybody's ever considering what am I going to do for my lawn, I recommend the zero turn. It's nice sitting upright and steering with your hands. 50 inches is a good cut. I have about, I don't know, call it 2.5 acres here, and some of the ground is covered, but the whole front paddock, the front paddock's probably over an acre, and you know, got to cut that, right? So and once again, in like, it's probably, you know, it's probably closer to 3 hours than 4 to do the whole place. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming on this little adventure with me. Thanks for watching and commenting, subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out there and enjoy each and every day, especially when you got a beautiful one like this happening. If you liked this video, give me the old thumbs up, and if you didn't, just tell me why. Bye now.